I think my fitness workout history is pretty much summed up still to this day with people asking me, what have you lost? My whole life, all I've ever heard about is how I should be skinny, slender, trim, just a small girl. That's everything that's ever been taught to me that I needed to focus on. And then one day, many, many years later, somebody gave me this challenge. Can you sit on the ground, cross-legged, and stand up without any help, not using your hands, not swinging, not doing anything? And something triggered in my mind that, okay, maybe skinny is not everything. I decided to take a yoga class. I couldn't get the moves down, and I just almost was exasperated and just about walked out. But I stuck with it for about a week and a half, and finally I started to develop some strength in certain muscles, and I just realized that, wow, your muscles can help you do things, and they're there for a purpose, and maybe some muscle structure is better than just being skinny. Then I had a few babies, and I did what I thought was my job at the time, was to sit with it. I played with toys, and then my toddler began to slowly walk, so I slowly walked beside my toddler, and then I had another and repeated. So I spent about 3 years just sitting. Did not do well for me. And finally, I decided once they went into preschool that I wanted to do something for myself. I wanted to get fit. Well, I weighed in one last time, and eventually I was up to about 212 pounds. By the time I wandered into the gym, I was down to 192. And I decided at that point to get rid of my scale, because it wasn't going to be about how much I weighed. It was going to be about how I felt, how I fit into my clothes, and did my body do what it was supposed to do? Did my muscles work? Could I do certain exercises? I didn't care how skinny I was. I wanted to know that my body worked. And I've officially cut my size in half, so I'm now a size 8. And besides all of that, which I don't really care, is I can do push-ups from the ground. I couldn't do a plank for more than 30 seconds, and I can now do this crazy hanging plank. And it was just, I mean, I did what I could when I could. I didn't do huge eating changes. I just made the effort every day to get up, do something, do what I could, and so that's how I got here.
What motivates you when you kind of want to give up?
Days when I don't feel like it, when my body really is tired and exhausted, and those are days that I take a cue from my body that, yes, rest, come back in and hit it harder the next day. When I'm in a class and I'm exhausted and I want to give up and it's only been 30 minutes and I still have 30 more minutes to go, I just look at myself in the mirror and I glare deep in my eyes and go, don't you puss out, just get through it, it's 30 more minutes.
What do you suggest for other people who may not think that they can do it?
Find a buddy, talk to someone in the gym, just find someone that will stand beside you, and it definitely keeps you from quitting when you have someone else going right beside you.
Your goal?
To continue what I'm doing, keep believing in my body, keep getting fitter, but I have specific goals. I finally want to do a pull-up all by myself. So I never had ran on a treadmill before I started here, and I started at like 5 miles an hour, and then I'm up to 7.5, and I'd like to hit 8 miles per hour this year. I'd like to drop 1 more dress size, and then I'd like to just keep coming and kind of keep showing my children that it's important to every day be fit, to believe in your body, and to keep moving.